It's just going to be pin it to win it all the way. So there's going to have to be a monumental mistake made by Phelps for Stallings to get around Phelps.
Yeah, and it looks like Alicia Gogol, the 49, into fourth as they go down the Freestone Freeway.
You got Hannah Nicole, Cameron Negretti in sixth place on the opening lap. Jadine DeLima, Teresa Raw in eighth. Bailey Brancaris in ninth. Cheyenne DeLima in 10th position. Your top 10 here on the opening few seconds of the opening lap.
There you go. That's how they came out of the start turn.
With Tingley, Tangler, Thomas, Greenwell, Gogol, Zaganti, Lex Clark in 17th, and Lindsey Morris back there in 18th position here. That is how it looked rounding the first turn.
So Lex Clark out there getting the motos in before she grabs that 30-second board. That's been our 30-second board girl for this week here. She's out there on the track getting some laps in as well.
Yep, under the tutelage of the MBW, Motorbike Works of Dallas.
So Phelps holds the lead. Stallings about second and a half, 2 seconds behind. There's Sheltner. And there's Gogol.
Yeah, Gogol, the KTM, the 49. She is up in fourth position here.
Yeah, and it looks like the 35 going to make the move up into the top five, or I'm sorry, the 95 make the move up into the top five.
Yeah, that's going to be Cameron Negretti on the Berm Lord Shock Socks backed effort up into your fifth place position here, moving up a few positions. So Negretti went to Loretta Lynn's, Dawn, and then decided to take off for about 6 months. So she's just now kind of working her way back into riding shape here.
Watching Phelps to the Dunlop drop. Yeah, sometimes you need to take a little time off the bike, kind of reset things a little bit, bring a fresh perspective back to the game.
She's going to college, taking college courses. So once the desire to get to Loretta Lynn's takes over, and it's 100% commitment. And then once you're done, you're let me enroll back in school, take some time off. So not quite up to the pace.
See what my family looks like again.
Sure. Negretti's got that top 3 speed, but she's not going to come into this event with top 3 speed, just knowing she's off the pace a little bit.
Well, a lot of riders, you hear them talking about how they're sort of on a particular path. At this point in the year, that's not where she is right now. Maybe a month down the road, going to be a little farther along.
This might light the fuse to get ready for Loretta's again, Don.
There you go. So looking for the 56 Kawasaki ride, Sophia Phelps going to come up and over that Cemetery Hill jump. So she is at the bottom of the hill. All right, looks like it is going to be Stallings closing the gap. Let's look at the lap times on that one. 2:14 flat for Stallings. Phelps just a little bit slower, and the gap is down to 1.2.
Yeah, she shaved a second off, Don. She shaved a second off from the last lap time.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do. It looks like maybe they took that first lap. Stallings kind of just getting the feel for the track because it is smooth out there. That's a little unsettling sometimes.
And how about Sheltema? She's just sitting back there about 10 seconds back, and that's the gap between Stallings and Sheltema. Quietly there in third, but you know what? A third place is a solid run. There goes Alicia Gogol with Cameron Negretti.
Yeah, it looks like McDonald going to fall back, so Hannah Cole gets around into sixth.
Jadine DeLima up into your 8th place position with Cheyenne DeLima in 9th.
A little sibling rivalry there.
That's right. Reagan Greenwell in 10th here on lap number 3. And Stallings chasing down Sophia Phelps. There's about a 1.5, 2-second gap between Phelps and Stallings. This could be, Don, one of those factors where maybe Sophia Phelps is faster in certain sections of the track and then Stallings closes in.
Well, Shane, if you remember in that first moto, Phelps had trouble with the 12-pack. She never could quite get the rhythm down to that 12-pack, and Stallings was dialed. So let's watch them when they come through this time, because that might exactly be the spot on the track that you're talking about.
Well, Don, you bring up a valid point. She may have that Texas 12-pack dialed in. This is kind of her home track. She races the Winter Series here and all the events that when the gates open at Freestone. So she has a lot more track time. Talking about Stallings has a lot more track time than Sophia Phelps. But right now, Phelps getting a great drive out of the team cramp corner and has actually started to pull a little bit of a gap.
And now let's watch and see what happens here in the 12-pack, because this was the spot last time.
Yeah, Phelps getting through there extremely clean and smooth here.
Yeah. So that was the spot she needed to clean up on the track, and it looks like she's done that. And, yeah, now the gap is going to stretch back out. A 2:10 for Sophia Phelps. So really bringing the lap times down. 2:12 for Stallings. So there you go. The gap's out to 3.1.
Yeah. Phelps has found another gear here. And Sheltima quietly back there in third, the Kawasaki on the 115. So the Kawasaki crew here on location has to be happy with this women's 12-plus class.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they run. So Phelps, Stalling, and Sheltima, that's the overall running order right now as well.
Kozad bringing up the fact that they're all Fox riders as well. So
there you go.
They all kind of look alike, man. They're all
Repping
females.
the brand,
they're all
repping
in
the
Fox
bikes.
Gear. Yeah. We need Phelps, Stallings, and Schemelta down to makeup and wardrobe, please. What are you going to wear? Well, let's wear some Fox.
Well, you know, I follow Sophia Phelps on social media, and I don't think she cares what anybody else is wearing, as long as she's wearing that number 1 around her neck.
That's right.
Because she is a very determined rider. And like I said, I've been watching her work throughout the year. She's really put the time in.
You're looking at two. You're looking at two of the fastest women's in the entire nation here in the United States racing motocross.
And if you remember last year, they kind of came together coming towards the Dunlop drop, and Phelps hit the ground, and she was not happy about that. I think that's been a training motivation throughout most of the year. She wants to come down here and say, nah, this one's going to be mine this time.
Yeah, I'm going to beat Kylie Stallings this year.
Well, like you say, this is kind of Stallings' home track, so that's a statement to make. When you
Sure.
show up where somebody else rides all the time and you take it to them, that's going to be a big confidence builder.
There goes Sage Taylor, Yamaha YZ125 mounted rider. Bike number 10 back there in 16th position, just ahead of Lindsey Morris and Lex Clark. And Tangler also rides some of those 85cc machines, so she's just now moving up to the 125, the big bike, but she's back in 16th. It's Mikola Thomas in 15th, Bailey Bancars in 14th, Jenna Tingley in 13th, Tressa Rowe in 12th, Zaya Zaganti in 11th, Regan Greenwell back in 10th, Don. That's 10th through 18th position. How about Lex Clark on that Motorbike Works of Dallas backed effort? They're out here vending out on Vendor Row. She's also handling the 30-second card girl duties for the last 2 days of racing. So she's got a lot of duties she has, and she's back there in 18th place.
It's a full schedule.
Yeah, she's got a bigger schedule than we do, Don.
Exactly.
So Gogol up into 4th still, and Cameron Negretti back there in 5th on that 152 crew Bermlord Shock Sox backed effort with Gogol, Schemelta in 3rd, Stallings 2nd, and Phelps, of course, in the driver's seat here with the overall championship right in her grasp.
Just put another fast lap in on lap 4 down to 2:09 flat.
That is incredible.
Yeah, this is the perfect track right now. It is absolutely smooth. You got enough of a line that you can lay that bike in, and she is going to be about 5.5 seconds out now. All right, so here comes the 56. Sophia Phelps going to get the white flag, and she is going to extend that lead. Stallings on a good pace. Cannot take anything away from the rider on the 21. She's doing what she can do, putting herself where she is. But like I said, Sophia Phelps been putting in the work, and it's going to show here.
Yeah, sometimes the numbers do not lie. Stallings, our second-place rider. Brianna riding a solid race here in third, but you're right. It's Sophia Phelps. She is definitely the lady in charge here in this women's 12-plus class with dominating lap times of 2:09s and 2:12s. Just incredible pace.
Yeah, no one's been able to match it. I mean, there's no one that's been able to get under 2:10 besides the 56 of Phelps.
Yeah, besides some of the 450B and pro riders, Don.
Exactly. I mean, really, she's putting in lap times that would stack up against those 450B riders.
Sure. And we see Stallings line up in those B classes and get hole shots and lead. And
Phelps will run. Like I said,
same thing with Phelps.
I think that's really the key. That, you know, right, you get out there with those other classes a little quicker, and, boy, it helps to build the speed. It helps to get you comfortable in those situations where you're running in tight with somebody.
Sure. It makes these women's 12-plus classes a lot easier, seem a lot easier.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that pace seems a lot more relaxed at this point to them, but a lot of it is just to not have all the other riders around you, and you can make better line choices.
We call that chaos.
Yeah. I'm usually the one causing that chaos. That's why
right.
I know how well that works.
There goes the 77 of Jadine de Lima, just behind Hannah Cole. And we're going to have race 28 coming out of the gate here in just a few minutes, the 85cc 9-13 action, 9-13 age group. And race 29 should be down in staging. Our second moto, the Mini E Open 4-8 Limited. And race number 30, please report down to pre-staging. Race number 30, please report down to pre-staging in the 125cc 12-17 age group, Don, and that's going to be a barn burner with Thomas Wood, Clark Robbins, Ryder Thomas, Trinity Batchelor, Kay Johnson, and many others.
And here you go, the checkered flag, the race win, and a 1-1 score for the championship on the Fox Racing Kawasaki. That is Sophia Phelps getting the win. Kylie Stallings second across the line. Great performance from the 21 as well. And we are looking for Brianna Sheltma to round out the top steps of the podium there. So the top three in the moto, top three overall.
Yep, Don, solid ride here. Kawasaki is going 1, 2, and 3 up on that podium.
Somewhere Dennis Hawthorne is smiling.
That's right, exactly. Yeah. No, but you're right, Don. The Kawasaki representative, longtime Kawasaki, Texas privateer, Dennis Hawthorne. That's a good name right there to bring up. So Phelps, Stalling, and Sheltema, 1, 2, and 3. Hey, fantastic ride here by Alicia Gogol in 4th and Cameron Negretti in 5th. Got to roll that R sometimes. It's a little early in the morning, but Negretti back there in 5th, top 5. Look at Luke down there just leaning against the fence. Just a lazy guy.
All right, underway here with the riders in the 85 9-13. We'll see who's going to grab the 100% hole shot here, waiting for the official word. So Darren Pine, the Gas rider, with a 100% hole shot award here for the 85 9-13.
One more time, it's Pine time. The number 58, under the tutelage of Van Martin at the TTMX, Texas Tornado Motocross.
There you go, Pine getting the hole shot. Gage Brown second across the stripe there. Nolan Ford, Dane Pappas, and Wyatt Duff were the rest of the top 5 coming out of the first turn. So they're going to work their way down to the Dunlop drop. So there it is. Pine trying to run away at the front of the pack here early.
Yeah, but Don, check this out as they go over the Kawasaki step up. Carson Wood on the Kawasaki, chasing down your leader, 58, Darren Pine, as he goes down the number 8 downhill ski jump into Loop 270, the Suzuki Sweeper. Congratulations, Ken Roxon, the Kickstart man.
There you go. If you had a chance to watch that race last night, I think I was not the only person sitting alone screaming at my TV screen, because that was absolutely a great race to watch. And, yeah, hats off to Ken Roxon. The folks at Twisted Development Racing putting that engine under him, HEP, Progressive Suzuki folks, you know, really great to see Kenny come back and get that win. And, you know, JP, if you were watching it, you saw every rider pretty much on the gate stopping by at the end of that race to give him a fist bump and a high five.
Guys.
And, you know, that just tells
Down here on the podium.
they're all fighting.
Yeah. You know, I'll look forward to seeing.
We're going to bring the rest of the ladies on the podium. All right, got top 3 down here on the podium. First, Shelton got a whole shot award. Now you're up here, your 3rd overall. How's it feel, girl?
Feels awesome. Yeah, I got the whole shot in 250C yesterday and rode really awesome. The track is amazing. No, I had a great time.
Awesome. You excited about this 3rd overall?
I am pumped about this 3rd overall.
We're excited too. You going to Springading?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. Who would you like to thank to get you there?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, Team Babbitt's, Race 120, Fox, FMF, Kevin, Fastway for putting some new pegs on my bike yesterday, TCD, Engine Ice, and everyone else. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, give it up for Brianna Shelton taking that 3rd overall here on the podium. 2nd overall, Kylie Stallings. Got to be pretty excited about it.
So Darren Pine holding the lead. Carson Wood, Tristan Pruitt, Gage Brown, and Nolan Ford through the top 5. And it looks like Carson Wood doing everything he can to take the lead away from Darren Pine.
Whole shot check.
Coming into the Lennon Skinner Oak Tree turn, the Kawasaki rider right on the back tire.
You got that win. How's it feel?
Check out Tristan Pruitt also, Don.
I was going to say, he's bringing Pruitt with him there, JP.
Pruitt is slingshotting down into the Dunlop drop. They'll make that sweep at 180 return, roll over number 5, and still out front. It's the 58 Gas rider Darren Pine from TTMX.
And look at this, Darren Pine, Carson Wood, top 3 overall. Pine with a 2-1, Wood a 2-2, and Pruitt a 1-3 right now. So this is still anybody's game.
I've ridden Freestone like this good all week long. So, yeah, very grateful for the track crew and everything they did. And, yeah, it's been an awesome week.
Speak for Kawasaki, too. You guys got top 3 in the podium. Tell me who else you'd like to thank.
Yeah, plus they'll be running 6 laps. So there is
Fox,
time out
Factory
there
Connection,
for anything to
Dunlop,
happen.
Fast Company.
Yeah, we're just
all
coming to the
around
halfway point
companies
now
like
as they
us,
get ready to come
and,
towards the finish
Primary
line.
Drive, grateful for Polysport, Hinson, Paul Barr, Jim Hassaker, Fast Heads, and Kyle Lewis, MX Academy, Attack Graphics, and everyone else. Thank you so much. They've all been so great for getting me here.
job. Now we're going to bring in Mr. Mike Burkeen so he can hand you that number. Congratulations, girls.
All right, Darren Pine, Carson Wood continuing to charge through that ski jump section. And Pine losing a little time there. Here comes the 26. Good battle as they head to the twist and shout section. Both riders use that outside line. All right, watch the Leonard Skinner Oak Tree turn here as they're going to come in. Pine goes to the inside. Wood sweeps the outside. He's got plenty of room on the track to make that move. He's going to try to get back inside here, but doesn't have the track position yet. So Darren Pine, he has got to win if he wants to be the champion here. There is no two ways about it. Carson Wood gets around him, and it's going to be a 2-1 for him and a 1-2 for Pine. So that's right there, the battle for the championship.
As they start to pull away a little bit from Tristan Pruitt, but Pruitt still with insight as they all go over the number 7 Kawasaki step up. They'll make that 118-degree turn and head down to the number 8 ski jump to loop 270, the Suzuki sweeper.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Pruitt's putting himself in a great spot to take advantage. If Pine and Wood start to really get into it, Tristan Pruitt could end up with that 2-for-1 pass there and take the championship away. Top of the hill, here comes the lap traffic. Wood around the outside.
Wood selecting different lines, then Pine.
Yeah, he's trying to stay in that outside line and keep up the momentum. Here they come up to the top of Cemetery Hill.
Launching off the FMF Powerwall into the Texas 12-pack, coming up on a lap rider.
All right, here we go. You got a lapped rider in the middle of this battle as they go over the ski jump. And Darren Pine still holding on to the lead. Wood able to get through. They're going to get through that traffic now.
So right now they're running about 2:12 lap times, and Tristan Pruitt with the fast lap time of a 2:11.9 on lap number 4.
Yeah, he's staying in touch with that battle right now. He doesn't have anybody working on him, so Pruitt has the advantage of being able to pick whatever line he wants. Gage Brown, Wyatt Duff still 4th and 5th, JP. Ellis, Bowser, Lesser, Dunham, and Brandon Ead through the top 10 here. But there it is, the championship battle.
It's like the yo-yo effect, man. They get a little bit closer, they pull a little bit further ahead.
Into the Shock Sox S-turn. They're going to both use the inside line there. All right, here we go down the ski jump to that big left-hand sweeper, that 270-degree left-hand turn. And it looks like Pine with a nice line on the outside there. Wood's going to stay with him coming back up.
Wood's a little bit faster through this section.
Yeah, he's got a good line through there. I think because Pine is trying to keep up the momentum, he's given up the inside there. And Carson Wood pretty comfortable on that line, JP. You're right. And they are going to be looking at the white flag the next time they come across the finish. Here we go over the Cemetery Hill into the FMF Powerwall.
Yep, that white flag is coming out, indicating 1 lap remaining in the 85cc 9-13, race 28.
Both riders using that outside line through the option. Oh, looked like Wood got a little hung up in that rut going over 3. He's going to just lose a fraction of a second there.
I mean, now the fractions of a second are so crucial.
Yeah. That's the thing, boy. They all add up. All right, Wood picks the pace right back up, though. Not going to lose too much time.
As your leaders come up the Dunlop drag strip, it's still Darren Pine out front on the gas. On to Team Green, Monster Energy Kawasaki. It's the 26 of Carson Wood as they head towards the Dunlop drop.
You see Wood's back tire kind of dancing around a little bit there as they came to that section, trying to change up lines. Nice move. He's going to close right up on the leader. All right, they're going to use different lines now.
All right, your leaders, one more time. Down the number 8 downhill ski jump. Darren Pine out front. Kawasaki man at number 26, Carson Wood in second as they go through loop 270.
All right, let's see if that good line down there works out for Carson Wood, JP.
He's got to pull out the stops, and it's possible that he could with about a quarter of a lap to go.
Yeah, Pine is not cracking under pressure, though.
It's that TTMX training.
There you go. All right, one more time coming back up the hill. That Cemetery Hill jump.
Oh, got a little bit of a gap. Gives a little bit.
That might be just enough to hold it.
I think it is. And your leader through the Texas 12-pack, through the VMAX switchback. It's gas mounted number 58, Darren Pine.
And Carson Wood, you can't be upset about that. That was a great ride by Wood. Tristan Pruitt going to close in a little bit there at the finish, but it is going to be the rider on the 58 gas. Darren Pine with the win.
With another championship.
Yeah, that young man spending a lot of time on the top step of the podium.
Maybe we'll get Van Martin up here from TTMX and get the update of how many, because it is, I think, at least 4.
No, we got to keep him out of here. He's a bad influence on us.
Oh, that's right. I forgot
He
about
is.
that.
He is the rider's curse out there.
Lock the door.
So Darren Pine, Carson Wood, Tristan Pruitt, Wyatt Duff, and Gage Brown, your top 5 in this moto. And Darren Pine going to be your champion with a 2-1 overall.
Here is your rundown for your top 20. Pine, Wood, Pruitt, Duff. Get down Gage Brown in 5th. Gage Dunham in 6th position. Brandon Eads 7th. Elliott Bosher in 8th. Ryder Ellis finishes in 9th. And back in 10th is Kobe Lesser. Is Zing, Pappas, Zaganti, Geek, Seba, Olson, Doble, Morgan, Maverick Gish, and Brody Moss rounds out your top 20 here in the second moto, the 85cc 9 to 13 age group.
And we got the Mini E off the gate now, Shand.
Yeah, Levi Letty, Jacob Mariner, Jet Rowe, Logan Pate, Cameron Buckman. And it looks like it's Levi Meyer, the 29, with a 100% hole shot award out of Okeechobee, Florida, the 29, who finished 10th in Moto 1. So Levi Meyer, the 29, with the 100% hole shot award aboard the KTM, leading the charge around the first turn. He finished 10th in Moto 1, Don. So we were waiting to get Darren Pine time and the rest of the crew up on the podium to see our friend Dean Diaz.
Yeah, it's going to be a very happy Darren Pine, I'm sure.
And it looks like it could be maybe the 72 moving into the lead. That could be Jet Rowe at a Big Sky, Montana.
with me, luck of the draw. Getting to go to James. Are you excited?
First year racing.
First year race, and we're already getting to go to Stewart Phelps. Compound. The top three in the class. All right, third overall, Tristan Pruitt, dude. You've been riding hard all week. This moto, tell me how it went.
It went pretty good. I got off to a pretty good start and just tried to keep the pace right there with them. I made a mistake, went off track, but I caught back up and rode pretty good.
I think it was an awesome ride. And third, I mean, it feels pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Tell me who you'd like to thank who helped you get here.
I'd like to thank God for keeping me safe, my mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, Danny Lewis, Ed Torrance, Cole, my mechanic Mitchell, Donnie Lewis, NSA, the team. Thank you for helping me out. Rock River, Dunlop, Moose, Parts Unlimited, 100% Goggles, SKDA, Alpine Star, Bell Helmets, Enzo Suspension, FMF, Monster Army, Nihilo Concepts, Recluse, Sunstar, ODI Grips, Twin Air Filters, Vortex Ignitions, VP Fuels, Works Connection, Blue Cooler USA, Yamalube, and Lightspeed Skid Plates. Thank you, everybody else.
Man, the list goes on and on. Give it over to 317. Tristan Pruitt, your third overall up here on the podium. And finishing up second overall, we got the 26. Of Carson Wood. Now I'm going to come over here to the champion, 58 of Darren Pine. You're up here again, man. How's it feel?
Feels amazing.
Feels amazing. You excited for some more?
Yes, sir.
I'm excited to see it. Tell me how that moto went.
It went really good. I got the whole shot and led all the laps. Track was really fast and really smooth.
Yeah, making my job easy when the class champion gets that 100% whole shot award. Tell me who helped you get that whole shot and get that moto win.
My mom, my dad, TTMX, Van Martin, Brandon from Bees Moto Lab, Mika Metals, John from JM Racing, FMF, HP Moto Co., Troy Lee Designs, 100%, and Blazing Gun Dogs, Advanced Plumbing, and anyone else, thank you.
All right, I'm going to bring over this man. He's been a busy man with that number one plate, Mike Burkeen.
All right, so good times down there on the podium as you see Darren Pine lifting up that number one plate. We're underway with the Mini E Open. The 72 of Jet Rao taking the lead away. Asper Hall to second. Logan Pate in third. Cameron Buckman, Levi Letty rounding out your top five. And it's Cooper Langdon, Cruz Peterson, Elijah Taggart, Jake Mariner, and Roxon DePaulo through the top 10. Followed by Levi Meyer, Bryson Smith, Dominic Seal, Eli Smart, Owen Ransom, the top 15 here. It was the 29 of Levi Meyer with a 100% hole shot, but falling back in the field a little bit.
Yeah, Don, and Levi Meyer, that's where he finished yesterday, 10th or 11th position yesterday. So he's just kind of a mid-pack guy here in this Mini E Open 4-8, but he has his starts dialed in. So we'll see him up on the podium briefly with Dean Diaz here in a little bit for our 100% hole shot award. And, Don, as you called out the top 15 there, 8 or 9 of those kids were up on the podium yesterday for not the podium, but the awards ceremony yesterday in the top 10. So you're talking about a lot of smiles last night for the awards ceremony. Don't forget, the awards ceremony will continue this afternoon, 1 hour after the last moto. So it's Rowe, Hott, Hall, Letty, Buckman, Landon, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here on lap number 3 of the Mini E Open 4-8 Limited class. If you're just tuning into the Freestone YouTube channel, we want to welcome you here. We're getting some great Area 51 films and Outlaw Productions TV coverage here on the Freestone YouTube channel. You're watching race number 29. It's the Mini E Open 48 Limited class with Jet Rowe in the lead here, the KTM number 72, with Levi Letty back there in third, setting the fastest lap time of 2.5111 lap time.
Yeah, so watching those Mini E riders out there. Very strange to see them and not hear them.
Exactly. Since the combustion chamber motorcycle was manufactured, you heard motorcycles making fairly loud noises, and all of a sudden, the past 3 years, it has gone silent here for the Mini E Open class.
But hey, I'll tell you what, these little bikes are a lot of fun to ride. I know, talking to some of the folks back home, some of the parents that have brought their kids up and start riding on these, they said, you know what, it's just a little bit less intimidating. It's kind of like as easy as riding a PW50, but you got a little more zip. You can also tune that down just by switching something. So it's a good way to get people into the sport. So the white flag coming out here for your rider out front in the Mini E Open. Absher Hall looks like he's going to take the lead away. So Absher Hall gets around Jet Rowe and takes the lead away. Right now, Levi Letty hanging on to the third spot with a win in Moto 1, still has the overall. Jet Rowe in 3-2 for second, or in the overall picture, and Absher Hall 7th in the first moto. So a win here, going to get him on the final step of the podium. So with the white flag out, Absher Hall, Jet Rowe, Levi Letty, Cooper Landon, and Cameron Buckman running in the top 5 for this moto. Cruz Peterson in 6th in the moto, Logan Pate in 7th, Jake Mariner in the 8th spot, Elijah Taggart 9th, and it looks like rounding out the top 10 with 1 to go, the rider with a 100% hole shot there, the 29 of Levi Meyer. Your leader is going to make the way down through the Loop 270 section here in just a moment. So look for leaders to make their way back up towards the top of the hill here. And there's Absher Hall heading back down to the team cramp sweeper for one final time through. And Hall has really opened up a gap here. Not sure if something went on with Jet Rowe there. We'll have to see as they make their way back to the top of the hill. But there's your leader in the moto, Absher Hall, the 260 over the FMF Powerwall. And that's the checkered flag. So Absher Hall going to get the moto win. It's going to be enough to hold him on that final step of the podium. And that looks like the number 2, Cooper Langdon, coming through to get second. And this might shake up the overall picture a little bit. Levi Letty gets third. And there's the 72 of Ralph, fourth. So looking at the overall picture, looks like it's still going to be the 469 Levi Letty. 1-3 scores to hang on to the overall top step of the podium. Jet Rao second overall, and Absher Hall the final step of the overall podium. So 125, 12 to 17, going to be next off the start gate. And it looks like just about a full gate there. Maybe got one or two sticking empty on the end there. This was a division race, so Tom Wood and Clark Robbins coming in with a win in their divisions. Ryder Thompson and Landon Hart's second in their divisions. And Trinity Batchelor and Will Caniger third out of their division races. Kay Johnson, Justin Turner fourth, and Nathan Abbott, Adler Caudle rounding out the top five in their division races. So getting ready to count them down the line here for the 125 while we get the podium set up down there.
All right, down here with Cameron Buckman. He's going to get the JS7 luck of the draw, dude. You going to Stewart compound. How's it feel?
Good.
You excited to throw some big whips with James and Malcolm?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Did you have a good week so far?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me who you like to thank.
My mom, my dad, Minton, Cobra, Mika, FX, and everybody else.
All right, guys, give it for Cameron Buckman. Luck of the draw. Hold that thing up so they can take some pictures. Let's ripping a huge 100% whole shot award. Levi Meyer. Levi, dude. How'd that? For Levi Meyer, we get a 100% shot award. All right. Ashford Hall getting it done, third overall, man. Tell me how it feels.
Good.
Good. You excited to be up here on the podium?
Yeah.
How'd your moto go?
Good.
Did you get off to a good start?
Yeah.
Put in some hard laps?
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear, man. Tell me who you like to thank.
God for keeping me safe. Cobra Moto, Cobra Connection, Carolina Cobra, Dunlop Tires, A-Yacht Racing, Scott Goggles, OGO, and everyone that I can think of. Thank you.
All right, guys, get over Ashford Hall. He'll finish up third overall on the podium. Now we'll make way over to second overall. Now it's Jet Rao, dude, getting the job done. How do you feel? So
Like up into me and he hit me
front end, but second overall. And yeah.
Dude, the podium second overall. It's got to feel good. Tell me who you'd like to thank.
Jesus for keeping me safe. Mom and Dad, Let's Ride, Money Inc., Kit, Flow Vision, Sofa MX, Rebel U, Fitness, On Track School, and T-Rex Throttles.
Let's get over the 72 jet round. Now the class champion. Man, you made Mom a little nervous. She said your battery was dying. Was it dying out there?
To my last bar.
Oh, wow, that's scary, isn't it?
It scared me.
Got to work hard for it, huh? Tell me who's helping you out, who got you up here on the podium.
OGs, TCD, 60, Dunlop, Noble Graphics, KTM South Georgia, Darcy Russo Mechanicals, Remax Dave Wheelan, Outdoor Motorsports, Mickey Sleds, and everyone else, thank you.
All right, guys, now we're going to bring in Mike Burkeen so he can hand you that hardware, the #1 plate.
So big smiles down there on the podium. Another #1 plate for the 469 there. Now it's time to spray some champagne down there on the podium. We're underway with the 125, 12 to 17. Thomas Wood with a 100% hole shot. Holding down the lead, Clark Robbins, Landon Hartz, Will Kenniger, and Kay Johnson through the top 5.
Yeah, Don, just outside your top 5, it's Christian Wallace in 6th, Adler Cottle in 7th. 8th place is Jesse Furtado. 9th place is going to be Kai Gentry, and Nathan Abbott rounds out your top 10 here on lap number 2 of the second moto, the 125cc 12 to 17 age group. And it was Thomas Wood grabbing that 100% hole shot award, Don, picking up exactly where he left off in his division, winning his division. Great shot at the podium here.
Oh, your winner's still getting that bottle open. There we go. Now we got some champagne flowing down there. Get those bikes nice and sticky. So Wood out front, going to put it on the lap in the books with the lead. Not getting away from Robbins, though. Clark Robbins staying right with him.
Thomas Wood, Clark Robbins, Landon Hartz, William Conniger, Kay Johnson, your top 5.
Yeah, Thomas Wood trying to stay ahead of Robbins. He is just not going away. Clark Robbins staying right with him.
Yeah, how about the 43 of Thomas Wood? Just at blistering pace here, Don, as we're watching him here on our big screen.
Well, what you got going on here is the winners from both of the divisions battling for the win here. So they both come in with a 1. Right now, it's only one of them going to go away with a 1 and a big #1 plate.
Yeah, Clark Robbins only a second and a half off the pace of Thomas Wood, or second and a half behind Thomas Wood. About 1 second off the pace. So Robbins is going to need a little bit of help here by way of a Thomas Wood mistake or bobble. He's right there to capitalize on any mistake Thomas Wood may have, Don. But so far, Wood running a flawless race here about lap number 3.
Well, you know, this is the thing. If you're Clark Robbins, you stay right there. Maybe he makes a mistake, maybe he doesn't. But if he doesn't, when that white flag comes out, you're close enough to pick that pace up and try to steal it away.
Strategery planning by Don Collings, the principles and philosophies of motocross.
See, I'm good at thinking it. I just can't do it.
That's right. That's right. You're only a good-looking man. You're just not real intelligent.
That's it. Those who can do, those who can't announce.
That's right.
All right, so they're going to hold the twist and shout section. There's the 43 of Wood.
And they have separated from Landon Hartz, William Conager, Kay Johnson, Adler Cottle. Hey, shout out to Adler Cottle. Climbs up into 6th position, Don. We talked about his crashes the past couple of years, and always seems to be coming back stronger than ever. But I know he doesn't have a whole lot of seat time coming into this 13th annual running. So to be up there in the top 10, top 6, just outside the top 5, not too shabby for the Moore, Oklahoma resident.
No, sometimes the road back takes a little longer than others, and if Adler's up there in the top 10, that's a good building block. And there is Wood on the 43 gas over the Kawasaki step-up. And he's going to hit that big ski jump and head down the hill.
Head down the Suzuki sweeper with Robbins right there in tow. This is what we look forward to, Don. When you got the division winners out there squaring off, getting both excellent starts and running 1 and 2. Doesn't matter to us who wins, who gets second, but as long as it's a great race and while it's not jockeying for position here, Robbins is keeping Thomas Wood honest.
Yep, took the words right out of my mouth. I was about to say the same thing. It's great when you see the division winners going at it.
Thomas Wood on that red gas, the 43, launching off the FMF Powerwall into the legendary Texas 12-pack whoop section, and then into the VMAC FMF switchback, and up and over the finish line tabletop here. And we are on lap number 5 now.
Yeah, well past the halfway point. We got the vet riders next off the gate, 35 and 50 plus for this second moto. Girls senior 11 to 6.
Arts, Conager, John.